Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Sally Jacks and I'm going to show you the delivery that we've just got from Asda in lockdown. Hello, welcome to Sally Jacks TV Mum. That's my name, that's my channel, and I would love to have you part of it. So hit that subscribe button. It's all about lifestyle, vlogging, house, cleaning. My job, I work as a TV presenter, so I give you a day in the life of that when I'm at work. Hopefully next month I'll be back at work, because obviously off at the moment because of the coronavirus. And we just had a delivery from Asda, so I'm going to show you what we've got. But let me just explain a couple of things. One, we very rarely get meat from a supermarket. We get it from a butcher's, so there's not much meat on this. We have got a little bit. Two, it's a little bit stranger than usual, is a delivery purely and simply because we are in lockdown and we're having more things that we should be doing, like treats, etc. I don't know whether any treats are in here. We have been doing spa deliveries as well. Our local spa has been absolutely incredible. So if you're struggling with any supermarkets, then I would highly recommend that you go via your local shop or your local spa. So they've been absolutely brilliant with me and I don't have to go in the store. And also as well, there is a brilliant sort of plan that you can do called Jane Plan. And I also bought that in lockdown as well. And that's from Ideal World. I'll leave you the link below. And that is a plan where all your meals are already set out. You get a lot for it, a day full of food for 4 weeks with weekends off to do what you want with. And this is a plan to be healthier eating. So that's a way that you could go as well, and we've also done that. But I'm going to show you what we've got and the meals that we're planning on doing with what we've got on the side in the kitchen. So for a full week's shop, this is what we're hoping. We're hoping we're going to be able to have another shop next week, but if we haven't, we've got Jane Plan obviously, and we've also got the spa to go to, and we've already got meat in the freezer. So let's have a look. So I'm going to start with this side first of all. So we've got the Persil non-bio that I always use. I do like the pods as well, but we struggle to get those. So we've got hold of this instead. So we just pop that into the washing machine. We like, and I'm sure you've seen it on many vlogs, I love lemon juice in hot water first thing in the morning. But if you get fresh lemons, that ends up costing more. So we just get this and then we tip that into hot water. Lime juice, because there's something that I'm going to be cooking and I'm sure it's the risotto. I'm going to do a few things in my Tefal Cook For Me this week, which I absolutely love, and lime juice was one of them. Gary's the cook in our house really. So we've got some seasoning. We're not normally shoppers of Asda because Asda isn't that close to us. Well, it is close, but it's Tesco's is closer and it's a bigger place, but we cannot get a Tesco delivery. It's been an absolute nightmare. I've got some triple sec because I also want to make some margaritas when it's nice this weekend. I've got some Cuervo in the garage and it's ages and ages and ages. It's got to be like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 even years since I've had a margarita. So I'm going to do that. So that was my little treat. We've already got wine from the last delivery and Gary's got beers. We tend to be drinking a little bit more in lockdown than I would normally do. Blue Dragon original sweet chili. That's to make some salmon chili for a salad because I love salmon chili. We've got extra virgin olive oil. So that's for cooking, and also that's for baking because I do bits of baking with Frankie Jack. Gary loves his coffee. We've also got the Petit Falou. So these are Frankie Jack's little treats here. This is a treat section for Frankie Jack. So we've got Onken. This is vanilla, 0% fat free. So I actually make ice lollies or ice creams or ice what else could you call them? Ice yogurts with these ones. I've got a special silicone tray that I got from eBay, so I make those. I also make his ice lollies. I've also bought them in as well, but I make a lot of them so he can have one when the sun is shining. We've just got these yogurts as these jellies as a little treat for him, but we got the no added sugar, and if you bought 5 you got I think you got 5 for the price of 3 or something like that. And then he's had these at my mum's. Now, this is fruit in juice, pineapple, and then you've also got jelly. So he's got something that he can have as a little snack. The snacks here, I'm not so keen on him having loads of crisps and sugary things. So I try and keep him away as much as I can, although we do quite a bit of baking, so I kind of it's contradicting myself. But we've got these, which is the Gruffalo bags, and we've also got the Gruffalo biscuits, soft oaty bars, mini flapjack bites, and we've also got the biscotti Heinz So Yummy. So what I do is I put these in a tray for him every single morning, along with his yogurts or his jelly, and then he can have whatever treat he wants. But if he's eaten them all in the morning, he won't get any more. That's the way I've been doing it. We love fruit in this house, but our blueberries sadly didn't arrive. So we've got strawberries, we've got pineapple. We get through mountains of bananas because we have a banana each a day. We love conference pears, and I've got something that I'm going to make for a dessert for Gary and I out of conference pears. We're also big fans of apples. Frankie Jack has an apple a day. In fact, if I can show you, I've got the most amazing cutter that I got from TK Maxx, and you put that and then chop it down. It just cuts your apple in half. Best thing I've ever bought, that, or one of them, for the kitchen gadgets. Royal Gala apples. We love Pink Ladies. We prefer Pink Ladies, but they weren't available, so I got Royal Gala. I got some basil, because with the basil, I actually want to make little like snails with mozzarella and cherry tomatoes with Frankie Jack, and we're going to do that this weekend. So that's a little project, and they're going to have like olives as eyes. So that's a little project that Frankie Jack and I are going to make. We are, let's put that there, we are massive cucumber fans, and we chop them up for dips with things like hummus, but I forgot to order the hummus, so I need to maybe order some chickpeas from my local, or if they've got hummus at my local spa, but I'll do that today. So we got 3 cucumbers. We really do get that through that. We eat them a lot. We put cucumbers on sandwiches, and we also have them on salads. Wheat bisques. We don't bother with Weetabix because these are cheaper and they're almost the same thing, and they're high in fibre. They're also high in iron, which is very important. Frankie Jack, I don't get any other cereal for him. He either has this, he can have a little bit of granola, sometimes Rice Krispies, but mainly he has this, or he'll have a boiled egg or something like that for breakfast. I make sure that everything is good, and you know, what's going into his body is good. I've really looked at this thoroughly, and making sure that he has protein for almost every meal. Chives were sent instead of thyme because that's a meal that I wanted to do. I sound like I'm cooking here, and I don't. Not normally, it's Gary that does all the cooking, but there's a couple of things that I wanted to do. We've also got leeks. Those are going to go into the risotto. I'll use the chives as well for that. We've also got courgette, because we're going to make courgette. That's going to go in with the meatballs that I'm going to do in the Tefal Cook For Me. Avocados. I am obsessed with these things, so I can have them on everything. I mean, even if it doesn't go, I will have an avocado. Garlic melon, we are a big fan of that. We'll often have that as a sweet as well as a starter, or a little sort of, you know, during the day as a little snack. Red onions, big fans, so we put that in a lot of things. I got an iceberg lettuce, so I'm going to kind of make kind of a chicken Caesar dish. I know you wouldn't do it with iceberg, but that was easiest and it's the biggest, and it'll go with the rest of the salad stuff. Tender stem broccoli, we have a lot of this, so this will go with a lot of our Jane Plan meals, because we're still on a lot of those. Honey roast ham, that's for sandwiches and salads that we'll knock together. A small salad for lunch, or a big salad for at night. Chestnut mushrooms, that's going to go into the risotto that I'm going to do in the Tefal Cook For Me. Baby peppers, I can eat these like apples, so but they only sent 1 pack, which is a bit disappointing because I wanted more. And these also go on our salads. Frankie Jack has those. Now this is shopping for other people, so we've got half of this goes to members of family, and the other half goes to another member of family, and this is purely and simply because they are in total lockdown as well, and deliveries at supermarkets are so difficult to get. So what we do is we drive up to them and we drop them outside their front door, so we don't have any contact, because obviously we are in total lockdown. Spanish paella rice, Gary makes the most awesome awesome paella, the best one, far better than I've ever had in Spain. I'm not kidding you, it is out of this world. So we've got that, and I think that might also be for the risotto as well that I'm doing. Toasty soft white bread, so we can make sandwiches. We normally go for 50-50 Kingsmill or Hovis, but unfortunately we couldn't get hold of that. Garlic bread, we have that with mussels, so we are big fans of mussels. Frankie Jack as well, he eats these, and we love it in the creamy white wine sauce, and we have this with French fries one night, so we'll have garlic bread, mussels and French fries. That could be sort of a Friday night treat, if you will. We've also got fish fingers, so because it's stuff that keeps in the freezer that's kind of last minute if you haven't got anything. So we don't really have them much, and Frankie Jack doesn't really eat this kind of food. We'll have them every now and again, so it might be the odd fish finger butty that we might have on a Saturday night, if that makes sense. Gary's treated himself to a curry. He loves Asda curries, Indian curries. He said that they are the best takeaways that you can get from a supermarket. And then he's also got the Peshwari naans that we love to have with that. So that, again, is another treat. Remember what I said, most of the meat that we bought was already come from the butchers and is already in our freezer. Potato waffles, so Frankie Jack loves to have these with his baked beans, so that's the protein that he gets. So that's far better for me to give him that than a tomato soup, because a tomato soup doesn't have the protein. I try and give him protein every single meal. Then we've also got John West tuna chunks. We eat a lot of fish in this family, so we eat a lot of sort of swordfish, whitefish, salmon, tuna, the mussels, the king prawns that we've got. Dog, what are you doing, Bungle? Hey? Then we've also got Marifat peas. We didn't order these, but they came as a substitute, and we can't think what it's a substitute for. We've got the Napolina, we've got the chopped tomatoes, so that's going to be for the meatballs that we're going to do. The mozzarella, the buffalo mozzarella is going to be, remember what I said, the little sort of ladybugs and things like that I'm going to make with Frankie Jack with the basil. Mature cheddar, this is for cheddar and cucumber sandwiches that we do, but also we put this on our burgers with the barbecue that we do at the weekends, because when the weather's good, and Gary's got that new barbecue, as though there's been a fault with it, so he's taken 4 hours to put it up. That's how long it takes to put the barbecue up, and there's a fault with it, so he's speaking with, sold it to him at the moment. He's trying to sort it out. We've also got Parmesan, that's for one of the meals. I think that's for the risotto that I'm doing. We've also got sliced green beans that are going to go in for our vegetables to go with our Jane plan and any other meals we have. And finally, we've also got the unsmoked back bacon rashers, so we could do that. So we have a delivery of fruit and veg as well from the Modern Milkman. I don't know whether you have that in your area. So every Saturday we get a fruit and veg box delivered. We've got baked potatoes, so we've already got some cream cheese in our fridge, so we'll probably do something like bacon, cream cheese and jackets. And we've also got 10 classic pork sausages. Well, we've got 20, and these are going to be frozen, so these are going to be for barbecues through the summer. But remember, most of our meat will come from the butchers. So that is, and God, it's a huge shop, and hopefully that's going to last us 2 weeks along with what we've already got. If you've got any meal ideas, then leave in the comments section below. Anything that you do with anything that I've got, or anything extra that you found during the coronavirus times, or anything that you absolutely love, it would be great to hear from you. So this is our shop for maybe roughly around about 2 weeks, because that's our next delivery slot. Gary's just got one this morning actually. Normally we get them at 12 o'clock at night. Tesco's impossible, Sainsbury's impossible, Morrison's impossible. The only one we've been able to get, and we've never been, it's nothing to do with Asda, but we've never been Asda shoppers. We've either been, when I'm down at work, I'm always Sainsbury's. When I lived in London, it was Sainsbury's. When I'm in Peterborough, it's Sainsbury's. And when I'm back up here, it's always Tesco's we go into. So it feels weird shopping at Asda. And also, as well, a lot of the deals haven't been on. I don't know whether you've noticed, spending an awful lot more on food than what we normally would do. That's why I would say to you also, the Jane plan is fantastic. So remember, that's just some of the stuff that we're doing and giving you some of the ideas. However, obviously the meat we get from the butchers, and most of the fruit and veg, although there is a lot not there. Most of the fruit and veg arrives on a Saturday from the Modern Milkman, and our milk comes from the Modern Milkman as well. So we get oat milk. We don't drink cow's milk in this house, and the reason being is because cow's milk inhibits your iron absorption. And of course, I am massive on iron deficiency because I had it. My son had iron deficiency, and we're getting him up. He's at basic level at the moment, so I took him off his cow's milk and he gets oat milk now. And so we just monitor to make sure that iron's getting into his body properly. So that's all hours that we've done. Very expensive. We were like, core blimey, we're going to drop everybody else's off as well a little bit later on. We're going to put this away right now. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you want to see more of these kind of videos from me, then let me know. Give us a thumbs up. Please don't forget to press that subscribe button. It'd be lovely to have you part of the family. And also as well, don't forget to leave your comments section below. Let's all talk amongst each other, because then you can give tips and tricks of what you do, where you shop, how you're getting your deliveries, and also as well what you're cooking, and that could be an inspiration for somebody else. So leave links if you've got a recipe that you follow, etc., and let's all talk amongst ourselves. That's what it's for. It's the YouTube family, isn't it? Stay in if you can, and it is part of your life at the moment under the coronavirus. Some people are now going back out to work. Stay well and stay alert, and make sure you keep all your family safe. I love you lots, and I'll see you later.